I remember one of the first orders we had. It was a young couple that was getting married, and they just walked in. They had gone to UNLV. They were eating by us all the time, and they asked if I could do some sort of vegetarian option for them. And that's when we started the veggie kebabs. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes.
I actually went out to the farmer's market because it wasn't something we did. So I went out to the farmer's market and got all organic vegetables for them and started that like that. Yeah. So catering has always been a thing for us to like make it healthy, you know. And now that we've switched over to the seed oils, everything's even healthier. You're safe. You know, you're feeding your friends, your family, your coworkers with healthy, good food.
Yeah. I think it honestly started with the pharmaceutical reps. They were a huge part of it.
That's true.
They would contact us. And then once they got to know that they can contact us directly for orders, I think they felt really comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how it kind of grew. And then with that being in all these doctors' offices and hospitals and lawyers' offices, I think that's how our name really got out there.
Yeah.
And they would tell us, like, people would be like, oh, this is so different. It would be so exciting because it wasn't pizza. It wasn't sub sandwiches, something different.
Yep.
So it would really, really like excite people to have something different, have hummus, baba ganoush, kebab, shawarma at an office party was unheard of back 20 years ago. So
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's at least 4 or 5 clients that still personally text me on a daily basis. Am I allowed to name drop? You know, they're like my favorite. They literally just text me and be like, hey, tomorrow, this time, this many people, and they've given us free will because they trust us. They know we're going to give them good food, good quality, good quantity, and everyone's happy. And we get called back.
Recently, we did the event over at, what was it?
Battle for Vegas.
Battle for Vegas,
Yeah, that was really fun. That was fun. Being able to feed local staff that worked the event, and then the players from the Golden Knights and the Raiders were there. Their families were there. I know even some of the military guys that were there flying their, the jets and stuff, they got to experience the food and try it out. And then we got like one of the Raiders to call and order catering the next day. That was awesome.
Aiden O'Connell, the backup quarterback.
Our quarterback.
And asked, hey,
he's my quarterback. He's no backup. He's my quarterback. Yeah. I think a lot of the offices love getting our food catered because we include it all. Rice and pitas included. You don't have to separately order it. We include the servingware. A lot of people don't realize that they have to order it separately. So the food gets delivered and there's nothing to serve the food with. So that, things like that, it gives it that little feel that we make sure that they've got everything they need.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Another part of it, I think people keep requesting it from whoever's ordering the catering, either it's the office manager or a pharmaceutical rep or anyone it is. They just keep requesting us. Hospitals, the nurses, they all love us. It's because I think they also feel really good after they eat it.
Yeah.
I'm sure after lunch, sometimes you get that big crash because you just had all those seed oils and sugar and all that fried chicken. We're not frying our chicken. It's grilled with amazing marinades, no sugar, none of that. So I think people feel really good after they eat our food at lunch. That's why they keep requesting it. And it has a lot of flavor. We use a lot of flavor. We marinate it with overnight, always at least. And so it's very different. It's very different. You don't have that heavy feeling after you eat our food.
Yeah. Just last night, actually, someone told me she works for Pepsi or worked for Pepsi for years. And when she used to travel from Hawaii for her meetings, she would always request Stephanos.
Nice.
I went off that. I realized you just said people requested at the office. And then I told her, I was like, Pepsi is actually one of our number one clients. We get, 2 to 3 times a week, we get them to cater. Yeah. And they're not small orders. They're big orders. And that's the thing. We also can handle big orders.
Oh, yeah.
We could do a catering for as small as 4 to 5 people or 500 to 1,000 people. If needed, we've used other times we've done all 4 different locations. We're cooking different things and then we delivered it all at the same time. Or that one time we did it for the dispensary, their grand opening. We had 3 different shifts that they wanted, their lunch, their breakfast, their dinner served and stuff, and we delivered multiple times.
Yeah.
So
I think people trust us because they know we're going to make it happen. Whatever it is, we say we're going to do it, we make it happen because it's us at the end of the day.
Exactly.
They're talking to. Even though we have multiple locations, we're still family business. We're still running the show.
Yep.
So they're talking to us and they feel confident, and we've always delivered. Another thing, the Raiders Stadium, the practice facility, I think 2-3 times a week they get deliveries.
At least.
They love the beef shawarma. And then we know we have to make extra beef shawarma at the Henderson location because we know the Raiders are going to order, especially now that it's practice time.
Yep, they're back in town. They're all back here.
A big part of our catering is Easy Cater. I think people love using that. It's really easy to order, and then you get delivery and all that. But then we also offer our own delivery. So you can go on our app, you can order catering, we'll deliver it, we'll do everything off our own app as well. So you have multiple avenues to do it. So if your office or company only lets you use one or the other, we're everywhere. And if you want to call us and ask for advice on catering, we're always available. There's staff that's always available. So just give us a call, people just give us a call and we'll point them in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And if they order off our app, that's a good thing. If they order off our app, they get points, right?
Get the points, yeah.
And with the points, you get to use it again and just get free food for future purchases and stuff.
Yeah.
We've got suggestive menus online that they can look at, like you said, or if they call and talk to an employee, the employee can suggest different menus, mention what they like.
Yeah.
Combinations can be made. You don't have to stick to one type of meat. We can play around and get you options and meet all your budget too. That's another thing. Like I know a lot of pharmaceutical reps, offices, companies that call and say, hey, I've got like a limited budget. Do something for me. And I can give them options. Yeah.
Yeah, the points thing is huge because if you're in charge of catering at your office, then you're probably going to eat for free for your family all the time because you're going to get a lot of points.
Don't tell them about the points.
Yeah, no, it's great. Our app is amazing. It was one of the things that helped us grow so much, especially during the pandemic. We had our own app. We just sent out a message on the app to people like, hey, we're still here. Mm-hmm. And we were such a trusted brand, I believe, in terms of cleanliness. And we've been here forever that, when everything else was closed, we were there. We were working the whole time. Everyone was complaining about how they were watching Netflix at home and all that stuff. We were working
I didn't catch up on any of it.
We were working the whole time.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And we did the whole curbside pickup. You could just order online, pick up, dine in, take out. It's so convenient on our app. I know sometimes I order it off the app too when I'm like driving and I want like a quick lunch or something. I just shoot my order in.
Oh yeah, I use the app all the time. I don't think I've ordered any other way. I just order off the app and I come in.
I don't bother my employees at the store, right? I don't have to call and I just like walk in.
So
my
easy.
Food's ready. Yep.
I'll get texts sometimes from people be like, hey, last minute catering, can you do that for me? And I'll literally drop anything I'm doing to make it happen because I enjoy it and I love the rush of it, making sure I find a driver in time, make sure which store to send the order to. So we'll make anything happen, even if it's last minute. Obviously, sometimes we can't, but we'll try to make anything happen. So don't even worry about if it's the last minute order. We can kind of make it happen.
I know with the delivery company, the drivers, to find good drivers to get them to come in and have everything on time, we require like at least a 3-hour heads up for deliveries. If you're available to come pick it up yourself, as the customer, as the client, an hour and a half, depending on how big your order is. It's just a matter of cooking and grill space because, we cook everything fresh to order. We don't have anything processed. We don't have anything just sitting there. Just give us a call. We'll do whatever we can to make it happen. At the end of the day, we want to make sure you guys have the best food, best quality. I know I've gotten some texts in the morning. I totally forgot, or I got a last minute office lunch, with my pharmaceutical reps, like, please, can you do something? And worst case scenario, like I'll deliver it. I'll take it out to you. Make sure it happens. That's for sure.
And another thing is, I think our commissary having that, we always have the product, right? It's not just at one store we run out. We have a commissary where we make everything from scratch over there.
Yeah.
So we always have access. We can go run out to that commissary and get more kebabs, more hummus. Everything you're eating that day was made that morning. Our staff gets in at 5 a.m. in the morning at our commissary and makes everything you're eating that day. So the hummus you're eating was pressure cooked overnight, blended, all that stuff was done in the morning, cooled, and then sent out to the stores. So if we get a big catering at one location, we can make it happen because we'll send out more food to that store. So
that's true.
I think that's just a good thing to know. Is like we can always make things happen, even if it's last minute.
Yeah.
How big the order is, we can make it happen.
Yeah. And touching back on processing, like, making it fresh in-house at the commissary, like how we marinate all our meats now with avocado oil, getting rid of that seed oil and stuff just makes me feel even prouder about the restaurant, happier to feed my guests, my friends, my family, whoever wants to eat Stephanos. We marinate everything fresh in-house, same time at 5 a.m. The guys that come in, someone's doing the hummus, someone's doing the kebabs, someone's making the salad dressings, all avocado oil again, no sugar. We don't use any sugar in the restaurant.
Desserts.
Except maybe, of course, we've got the desserts, which are really good, by the way. My parents make all the desserts, baklava, creme brulee, rice pudding. They're in there too. They go in around 7, 8 a.m. every morning, make the desserts fresh. They make the baklava from scratch, creme brulee, rice pudding. We use real egg yolk. We use real vanilla beans, actually vanilla pods, and we scrape out the vanilla beans out of the pods for the creme brulee and the rice pudding. And then I think one salad dressing, and that's the pomegranate.
The molasses.
Yeah. But it's a natural, it's like pomegranate juice that's been cooked down to like thicken up and become sweeter and stuff like that.
Back to the creme brulee. So I tell this all the time because it's pride and joy of mine. A chef from the Las Vegas Strip has told us that our creme brulee is better than majority of the creme brulees on the Strip.
I love that. Oh, I'm going to cry a little bit.
Which I agree. Everyone that comes, I'm like, you've got to try it. It's like very underrated, I feel like, because who thinks of creme brulee?
I do too.
But it was just something we used to make at home, and it was so good we put it on the menu.
Yeah.
And I think our creme brulee is phenomenal. We torch the sugar on top when you order it. So you could see it when you order it. The sugar being torched on top. It has a perfect crack when you eat it. And you could see the little vanilla beans inside. So
it's not just sitting there getting all soggy. It's definitely crunchy when you get your creme brulee.
And back to the seed oil thing. People don't believe it when we tell them, hey, Stephanos, our salad dressings are all made with avocado oil. Our marinades on all our meats are marinated with avocado oil. And I think people just don't believe it. But it's true. It's come check it out. I eat it. My family eats it there. My daughter eats at the restaurant. That's why we did this, because what we eat is what we want to give to our customers.
Exactly.
And we do this because we enjoy doing this. We grew up in this business. We love what we do. So that's why we made the decision to do this a while back. Exactly. And I think it's a huge thing of people do feel better after they eat by us. And we just want to get that word out there of like, hey, we are serving you real healthy stuff. We're not just making it up. It's not just a marketing gimmick. It's real. We're really using avocado oil in our dressings, in our marinades.
Yeah, definitely. Exactly. Because both of us have looked into like different healthy eating habits, lifestyles like keto, Whole30, NSNG, paleo, all that stuff. And it truly makes sense, with everything in the world right now, food is not made, it's not grown correctly. It's all processed now and stuff. So we at home, we're making food to eat healthier, cleaner, anti-inflammatory stuff. And then we realize wait a minute, we don't want to eat the kebab at Stephanos because it's got the canola, the soybean oil. And it's been at least a couple of years now that we've been working on this, but it's official. It's been a while now. It's absolutely all avocado oil. And then a couple of things gets the extra virgin olive oil as a topping, our hummus, our baba ganoush, and the feta and olives. But other than that,
it's 100% extra virgin olive oil. You can taste it.
Oh yeah,
you
delicious.
Go to places where it's
just
healthy,
makes the hummus even better.
You eat it and you can tell it's not it's got the kick when you have that olive oil on top of our hummus. And our hummus again, I want to go back to the hummus. It's my favorite thing because we do pressure cook it overnight ourselves. There's no cans.
Yeah.
And then we have this massive blender at the commissary where we blend all the hummus together with the fresh tahini inside.
Massive is right. It's taller than me.
It's like 12 horsepower, the blender.
Yeah, something it's like a car.
And then that thing's working for 3-4 hours every morning, making enough hummus for all the stores. It's really fun.
And then after the hummus, we got the garlic sauce and the baba ganoush.
The garlic sauce. Forgot about the garlic sauce. The garlic sauce, we're probably one of the only people in Vegas who do it. There's other places in America that have it, but this is very close to our hearts because it's something that we've made in our family forever.
Forever.
It's
it was passed on to us from grandma. Obviously, initially back when we opened in '98, grandma was the only one that would make it. Mm-hmm. And I remember 16 years old, I'm the cashier and I hear her in the back getting pissed off because it didn't work out. It wasn't perfect. It they say, the saying is it broke, it just wasn't creamy and thick. It just kind of liquefied. And it took a process, she would just keep doing it. She wouldn't give up. She'd get patient. And then over time, she taught me. And then, you started doing it with me. We were doing it on a tiny blender. Mm-hmm. Remember when we had to just keep doing it over and over on a tiny blender? The blender would overheat and we had to wait. But now, again, we've got that big machine. We do 15 pounds of garlic in one set,
the garlic sauce is something no one else has. The consistency, and we don't put any fillers in it. There's no potato, egg whites, or anything. It's just garlic, lemon, and olive oil. Our garlic sauce is untouchable. It's something you must try if you come to Stephanos.
Every protein. Get it with every protein, not just the chicken. I know we push it with you must eat it with the chicken, but I personally, I put it on my salmon. I put it on the shawarma. I put it on the steak. Every protein. Just on bread. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll come in the morning. I feel like today's kind of a slow day. I'm not quite there. I just take the bread, put some garlic and eat it. It's like antibiotics.
Oh yeah. Garlic sauce is a must at Stephanos. If you go to Stephanos, you got to try the garlic sauce.
Yeah, 100%.